Civil society organizations like the Amadeus Institute, the host of this conference, have a particularly important role to play in generating ideas and solutions to the challenges we face.
2010 has been a roller coaster for the Middle East peace process. It is a year that started in hope, with a belief that progress could be achieved. After the Israeli government's endorsement of a two-state solution in June of 2009, and its declaration of a 10-month settlement moratorium in November of 2009, the ground was set for possible negotiations. In May 2010, with the help of George Mitchell, proximity talks began between the Israeli government and the Palestinian Authority. In early September, U.S. President Obama, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and George Mitchell trumpeted the start of direct negotiations. President Obama even stated that when the UN General Assembly meets next year, it might be able to welcome a Palestinian state as a new member. For the Middle East peace process, 2010 has been a year full of frustration, violence, and despair. Even though a settlement moratorium was in effect, the approval and construction of settlements continued. During the moratorium, Israel continued to build approximately 3,000 settlements. Land that should have been part of the future Palestinian state slipped into Israel's hands. At the end of May, a Turkish flotilla carrying humanitarian aid to Gaza was attacked by Israeli forces. Several were killed. Additionally, the Israeli cabinet approved a bill requiring new non-Jewish citizens of Israel to take an oath of allegiance to the Jewish character of the state. Such action discriminates against Arab Israelis. There are numerous issues that must still be resolved. The three core issues of Jerusalem, refugees, and territory were constantly sidelined during negotiations in the 1990s. Any true lasting peace agreement will require that these issues are resolved for all parties involved. The issue of Jerusalem is complex due to its political, religious, and social implications. In terms of refugees, according to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East, there are currently nearly 5 million registered Palestinian refugees. Given these obstacles and the failure of peace talks, the MEdays Forum invites reflection, discussion, and debate on the future of the peace process. How can Israelis, Palestinians, and regional international actors move forward? What role should institutions, such as the League of Arab States, play in this process? Could the Arab Peace Initiative contribute to progress in the peace process? Afghanistan is another conflict which requires an open dialogue between the Muslim and Western worlds. Nearly 10 years after the US and NATO invasion of Afghanistan, the country still remains in ruins. What actions are needed to improve governance?